Hello, fellow enjoyers of the AFL. It's Matt here with another SUPERCOACH video. And this week we did a lot better, which is nice. So, 2071, a top 4% score. Season rank has gone up a little bit, which makes up for the calamity of last week. Still in the top 2%, which is solid. I'd like to get back into the top 1%. And hopefully the plans I show you will get us there. But let's get into the team. This week, so VC'd Dacos, which was fine. I'm not going to sulk about the loss of 60 points there against, from whoever captained Bont. But yeah, very happy with Dacos's performance. And Houston, he stepped that up this week. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. So I've stuffed around with my team a little bit here. Something's going on here. Let's go back to normal. Yeah, Sexton, 100. What a man. Like, I didn't trade him earlier on in the season because I had other problems, and it ended up working out very well. Very lucky in the end. But yeah, he's been huge for us. Now, yeah, the rest of the team, yeah, Reed had an episode. He had an episode. The first half was excellent, and I thought I got myself another keeper premium forward. But no, that's not the case anymore. He's suspended, and his break even is too high now. It's 121. Yeah, so he misses the game against North, which would have been a huge opportunity to score huge, and he's going to be out of my team. But it's been fun, Harley Reid. I think I maximized him in the end. It was a bit lucky, but I did maximize his price gen. His cash gen in the end, so that's fine. McRae, 105, my 100. That's kind of sweet. We ended up trading in Fraser for Rogers, and I'll take it. I do need the cash gen to finish off my plan, so that's pretty nice. The midfield was okay. It was okay without being spectacular. Yeah, Butters didn't get the 100. Oliver's, he scammed me in classic and in draft. It is what it is. I'm just going to hold on to him. That game was ridiculous. Like, the game plan from Freo was literally pass it around the back. We're playing soccer until we could open up, the midfield, Melbourne's midfield so they can, press it forward. They're looking for the chink in the armor, and they were finding it. I don't think there'll be another game like that for Melbourne where it's that bad. They got Collingwood this week in midfield. Hopefully he can bounce back. Anyway, so I'm going to go into my changes. And this week, as I said, Reed, we're going to let him go. He's been just fine. He did a great job for us. And we're going to get rid of Richards. The player we're going to bring in very likely will be Dawson. Very likely, unless he's not in. If that's the case, the plans do change. We're going to swing Fisher to the forward line. And this is where I got some dilemmas, right? So my plan is to bring in 3 more primos. It'll be 1 defender and 2 forwards. McKercher will end up being my D6. The only thing about that is I need to know if he's actually okay or not. Like, if he's not okay, if he's going to be out for an extended period, then I've got to change my plans. But I'd like him to be my D6 because I think he might average a 95 at least, which is just fine. And, eventually his price will come up, or I can sideways him hopefully to a better primo defender. Anyway, I digress. This week, I'm thinking it's between. I'll show you what I'm sort of thinking. What are we going to sort this by? There we go. We'll go by average. There's a couple dudes that I would like to get. And Hayden Young is one of them, believe it or not. I do like Hayden Young. I think he's a great player. And I think his role, obviously it's an inside mid role. He's also a great kicker as well. So anyway, he's an option. Obviously not for this week. The options for this week are Bailey Dale. And I think we're going to have to go sort of like that to find him. Where's the boy? And Ed Richards. So Bailey Dale or Ed Richards. Yeah, the only issue with that is, they have the bye a bit later. And if McKercher's out, then I've got a bit of an issue on that bye, where I won't be as strong as probably the competition, which is not ideal. But yeah, so those are 2 options in defense. Or we flick Fisher back to the defense and we just get Zorko. We just get Zorko because, we're going to eventually need Zorko. So yeah, that would be the idea. Get Zorko. And I think this is probably what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to get him. I might end up paying extra for him, but like, you just don't know with this guy, man. Like, the Bulldogs who he has this week could get 20 behinds like they have been doing a lot of rounds. And then all the kick-ins are his. And that's 120 right there. And then he meets his break-even, which, what's the bloke's break-even? Oh, I can't click him from there. Anyway, we'll go complete trades. We'll go complete trades for now. We'll go complete Zorko. Here we are. So his break-even's 125. He could hit that. Because the 160 in his score will go out, the 160 will go out of his rolling, 3-round average. And then, he has, that 66 there. His break-even's going to go up to like 150, 160. He might get that against St Kilda, let's be honest. So how much will he go down according to this projection to 570? I don't know. It could go either way. But basically, if I get Zorko, it's better for my buys because he doesn't have any more buys. If I get Richards or Dale, I'm a little bit compromised. I might be struggling to field. I might be fielding like 18, 19, if I'm lucky, basically. Because we just don't know. Does Dawson get dropped? Does McKercher come in at all? I don't know. That's my issue. But let's say we do that. We go with Zorko. We've got 11K there. Not a lot. We wouldn't be doing any trades next week. We'll be waiting for round 15 to do our trades. And the idea will be to get 2 more primos with 4 trades. We've got 12. If we do 4 more trades, we'll have 8. And full primo, some pseudo primos, and an extra will be the idea. All right, let's see if we can fix up this team so I can help you guys visualize it. Help myself visualize it a little bit better. All right, so... All right, there we go. That's full primo to an extent. Fife and McRae a little bit weak. Let's say full primo. Full primo in the rucks, full primo in the midfield. A bunch of sad primos. These 5, I hate 5 of my 8 midfielders, which is pretty sad. But anyway, that's what I got. Those were the decisions I made. I gotta live by that. Here we go, McKercher. And you know what? If you consider Sexton like borderline primo at the moment, I'm full primo now. I'm full primo. I can just chill, man. Anyway, but I don't consider myself full primo just yet. Even though it does look good. That does look pretty good going into the rest of the season with 12 trades to go. Anyway, the plan will be at this point. So Sullivan, Fraser, and Sweet are going to get flicked at round 15. So round 15 trades. Let's sort of have a look at what the plan is for the rest of the season. So Sully, let's get Sully's information up. Sully, James P. Sullivan, has 2 more price rises with us before his buy. He'll get to about 303K. Let's write it as it is here. So Sully 303K. And then Fraser. Joel Fraser. Joel. He'll get to 277 according to this. Fraser. 277K. So look, it could be even a little bit more or a little bit less, but we'll just go with what the SuperCoach projection is. That's fine. Hopefully Fraser keeps his spot and he'll make that amount of money. Sweet. We don't need to check projections for him because he will not play another game. Probably maybe for the rest. Actually, no, I'm not going to say for the rest of the year, but it's not looking good for the young fella, especially like just immediately when Soldo didn't get suspended. Yeah, his time was up. No more cash gen from him. So there's 303, 270. Yeah, right. Let's get the calculator out. Let's get the little cheeky calculator out. Get out of our way there. So 303 plus 277 plus 309. 889k. So who are we bringing in? That week, we'll say, let's have a look. Let's say it's Hayden Young, for example, for that week. So if I'm to wait for a defender, I can't get Richards or Dale because I'll have their bye that round. Unless I keep Sullivan or Fraser or Sweet, and then I just do those 2 trades after their bye. That's an option as well. But let's have a little look how much we can play with, right? How much can we play with? So -1. How much is Dowling? 123. 123 for Dowling. Minus, I'm just going to get a 102 guy, I think, because I'm going to be a bit strapped for cash. I'm going to need to go with the cheapies, right? 664. So that's 664 to spend on a player. And then that'll be 664. So we'll have 664 left. Then we're going to have to trade out Sexton as well eventually. You know, not that I really need to, but the thing is, there's a dude who I want. There's a dude who I want in the forward line specifically. Sexton is going to have 2 more price rises with us if this all goes to plan. All right. 408. I think that's a bit... I think we're underselling him with those projections. So we're going to go round 16. We're going to go with Sexton. We're going to say... So 408 now, but we're gonna go like about 415. We're going to go about 415. I think that's still conservative because 77s against Saints, you know, and Freo. I'm not sure how Freo go with halfbacks, but I know St Kilda, they leak big points. Anyway, so let's say 415. So plus 415. So we got that amount to spend on 2 primos. 1,079. Now, one of those primos is going to join the forward line brigade here. Livingston will go back there, and so that spot will be the forward spot. That's going to be a young man who's injured at the moment, but he's a freak, so we've got to get him in. 552. There we go. 552 for Rankin. So he's going to come in. 552. And then we have 527. Actually, we didn't have the remaining salary of 11. We didn't have that. We need that 11K, man. But it was 11, right? Yeah, it was 11. Plus 11. 538. It gives us 538 to spend on a defender. That's probably going to be Hayden Young. The only thing that could... So pretty much what will end up happening is Sexton will come... We'll get rid of Sexton. He's going to end up as Rankin over here, and then that spot will be Hayden Young. So we have a full primo team with 1 extra. We're going to be trying to loop McRae and Fife as much as possible. And we'll have 8 trades left. I think that's not a bad plan. A lot of this hinges on the fact that McCurch is going to come back and be good. Look, I don't have any insight as a North supporter, unfortunately. I don't have any insight. I wish I did. We'll see how that goes. So this video, this could have been just a big waste of time. And in 2 days' time, I'll tell you my new plan. But this is the plan for now. All right. So at that point, I think if we look at the forward line, it ended up being Heaney, Zorko, Flanders, Fisher, Rankin, and then between McRae and Fife. And then McRae and Fife, we can swing into the midfield and do some loops there. I think that'll be all right. And then McKercher will come in. So McKercher, I might be able to swing with a 102K defender here, which is the idea. So 102K, it's going to have to be, and I'll show you who it is. It's going to be Saad Al-Hawli. So Saad Al-Hawli will come into the team, and he'll be swapping around with McKercher, and also I'll be able to swap Fisher back there as well. So the versatility of this team will end up being pretty good. It'll pretty much be like Fife, Fisher, McRae, McKercher just swinging around the ground, which will be pretty cool. And then the hope will be no injuries. But if there is injuries, we'll have 8 trades to play with. Anyway, so that's the plan. I'll probably have about 18, 19 players playing in the round 14, 15 buys, which is not the best. But, we've prepared for the buys well enough where, we can sort of focus on the rest of the season. Anyway, this video is getting a bit long. I'm going to do my little draft land detour and show you what's going on in there. So this week, we beat the boy Dino. He was top of the ladder. I've pipped him, and now I've come into the top 4. I've gone risky this week. Actually, not really risky, but I brought in Zach Williams, who this is a long play here. Hopefully, round 18 gets forward eligibility. That'd be pretty sweet. And also, I brought Jack Graham, who Georgie dropped, which I thought that was a bit of a weird drop, considering he just had a really decent game. I don't know if he knows something. Is he injured? I don't know. I really should have researched that, but I didn't. Hopefully, not injured. And I've gone early on Dowling here because, look, who knows, man? Like, if he isn't the sub this week, he might take that Matt Crouch role. He'll probably lose it when Rankin comes back. But look, anyway, it's a little play that I'm making. It doesn't really matter too much. He's going to be on the bench anyway. If he gets named as the sub, I might just get rid of him and try someone different for this week. But it's the buys anyway. It's top 16 of 18 players. I'm going to have 18 fielded, and I'm going to have, Newcomb's going to be looping with Wardlaw via McKercher, who is likely not playing. But yeah, really, I'm just stocking up on forwards because I want to see who's going to be in my last team, like going into the finals. Who's going to be in my last one? So the last 5, 6, so I can loop them as well. I'm hoarding forwards, which sorry guys, it is what it is. That's the game plan. And this week, I think I've got the team who's number 1. We've got a league. What am I doing here? Who do we have? We have, so round matchup. So we have Frappe, Mekrema, which is, if you're a Greek, that's disgusting. You shouldn't be doing that. He's first. So we're doing all right. We're doing just fine. We're a game in on the finals. We've got a game to spare. We're going to try our best this week. Hopefully win again, and we can create a little bit of separation from the bottom 4. Another thing I'll quickly show you guys as well is we have a little look at leagues. I am a big Squadfather fan, as a lot of Supercoach people are. I'm in one of the leagues. I'm in Squadfather Cup 5. That's getting slow now. We're in Squadfather Cup 5. And we're sitting in what position? Load, please. Come on, man. We're third. So, we're chilling. We're in good company here. This is a 20-man league. This is a 20-man league of nerds who watch this guy's videos. You know what I mean? So, and me being a fellow nerd. So to be third is quite feels like a bit of an achievement. We're coming for you, Abs Magic. But yeah, we'll end it on that. Good luck for your trades for the buy rounds. I feel like I say it every week. This is an important time of the year. But yeah, if you need any advice, let me know. I can't really give good advice, but I'll try. Otherwise, see you on the next video, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.
Harley Reid, he's let the frustrations get the best of him. And now, Mason Wood can kick his 4th. Mate, he moved down forward because Max King was out, and he's been better than him. And he's done this all for Christo's birthday.